If you could interview one ancestor who is long gone, who would that be? That's a good question. Nice one to think about. Stay tuned. I know my answer. How about you? If you could interview one ancestor who is long gone, who would that be? Gosh, for me, it would have to be my paternal great-grandfather. And I choose my paternal great-grandfather because he is the one who mostly lived pre-colonization and who saw the arrival of the colonial people. Okay, people who colonized my ancestral Igbo land. That would be the man I would want to talk to. I would want to see how things were before. He probably has the most, or he would have the most undiluted stories about how things were pre-colonization, which is not always easy to find. I have read Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, and that has told me a lot about how things were pre-colonization. Like every other society, there were good things and not so good things. I'm not about to say that anything was perfect. Every place has its own issues. Then, now, it doesn't matter what part of the country, there are things that could be better. But as far as shedding light on things I don't know well, that would be the person I would like to interview. See how things were during his time. See how things changed. Learn about the challenges. He is the first person who sent a child to Western type schooling, okay? Because my grandfather was the first on my dad's side who actually was Western style educated. So I think that what he knows would be so great to know about. What he knows about ancestry, people who came before him, his father, his grandfather. I'd like to ask him about the women. The women are often missing in family history because of this tradition often of changing names. I think that we forget the women's ancestry. We forget their origins more commonly than for men who retain their names. And I think that is problematic. As far as family history goes. I don't judge anybody who changes or not. I personally added on. I did not leave out my birth name because I think that is who I am. And I added on a name, but I didn't drop my name. So I think that I would like to ask him about the women, ask him about his mother, his grandmother, and where they came from, and tell me something about them. I think that would be nice to have. Of course, that is lost forever. There's nobody really who would be able to tell me about that man. My dad did not meet him. He died young, is what I'm told. I was told he probably died around the 1920s, is what I remember. So my dad did not meet him. My dad wasn't born till the late 1940s. Anyway, what about you in your family? What about your family history? Which ancestor, if you could wake them up, which ancestor would you like to interview and why? Tell us in the comments. I would love to hear. I'll see you in my next video.